up in the Bahamas tonight, the Jumpstart program officially takes off. How, in Prime Minister Ingram's words, his government turned the global economic crisis into an investment in our future. And health benefits plus monetary gains equal a big win for the teachers' union. All those stories and more straight ahead in the Bahamas tonight.
Covering the islands of the Bahamas, ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight.
News is brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. I'm Keishla Adderley. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news tonight, as the government-sponsored Jumpstart program officially launched today, there are 72 Bahamians who can say that they got their start through the program, which looks to turn ordinary Bahamians 30 and over into business persons. The trade-off for the government, the enhancement of the tourism experience, and by extension, the growing of the economy through job creation. Prime Minister Ingram officially launched the program during a brief ceremony at the Sheraton Resort today. Our Shanique Miller is live from there where the ceremony just wrapped up. Hello, Shanique.
Keishla, the government's Jumpstart program is now official, launched moments ago right here in this ballroom at the Sheraton Resort here in Cable Beach. And what it means now is this evening, 72 Bahamians here in New Providence as well as Grand Bahama have letters and monies in hand and are ready to do business. Here's Prime Minister Ingram at the launch only moments ago.
To the medium and long-term economic health of our economy, that we facilitate the growth of Bahamian entrepreneurs and small businesses. That is why we provided $5,000 in grant funding for young Bahamians under the age of 30 years to have an opportunity to start their own businesses through self-starters. Through Jumpstart, we are providing seed money for those of you who are 30 years of age or older. We are helping to jumpstart your ideas and help to give you wings for your imagination. But in the end, success will be determined by your own hard work, your resilience, and your capacity for organization and innovation, your dependability, your honesty, and your reliability. In these programs, self-starters, national jobs readiness and skills training, and now Jumpstarts, Bahamians can see, touch, feel, and receive the tangible benefits of the policies of my government. We know that we don't just talk about caring or believing in you, we act and we deliver. We are doing our part, and I urge you to do your part. I urge you also to ensure that you are successful.
Watching this program that was carried live just moments ago at Pelican Bay in Grand Bahama, I can give you a breakdown of the numbers. In New Providence, there are 47 people who have been successful so far in having their applications approved. In Grand Bahama, 25. Now, by June of this year, Prime Minister Ingram announced that a total of 200 people will be participants in this program. As it stands today, $530,000 have been invested in the program in the 72 people that have been approved thus far, and of course a total of $1.5 million has been allocated to fund this program. Of course, Jumpstart acts as seed money to help persons develop their dreams and their ideas of starting a business of course in the tourism industry, of course in helping diversify the product that we have to offer to our visitors. And of course, Keishla, some very, very proud business owners are here this evening. They have stuck behind for the last 10 minutes just to share their joy, number one, of being recipients and participants in this program. What's your name?
Anastasia Johnson.
Anastasia, first of all, just describe for me and the country your thoughts of being one of the recipients and the applications being approved through the Ministry of Finance in this program.
Well, I consider myself blessed and very, very happy, very, very excited.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I see you are wearing your business in the shell craft that you have here at your neck and also your arm piece. Tell us a bit about your business.
I use native products from both the land and the sea, shell crafting, straw. I intertwine everything together, and that's pretty much it.
What does it mean to be empowered this way, to be a young woman in your 30s, of course, who owns your own business now, and of course you have your letter in hand to prove it?
Well, I'm really happy that the government took it on hand to really invest in us, give us an opportunity, to have a dream and not have the financial backing, you know, the opportunity I am so thankful for, and I'm excited, and I'll see where it takes me with the help of God.
Congratulations and good luck. We're quickly going to talk to another lady here now who also has her letter in hand, and I'm thinking of she may have a business on her arm. First, what is your name?
My name is Sonia Roll.
Sonia, congratulations. Tell us, first of all, about your thoughts about being one of the successful applicants to be a part of the Jumpstart program.
Well, it's exciting, and I'm glad to be here, and I know that this is only a divine inspiration from God. So I'm grateful to the government for allowing us to, you know, expand our business and be able to get out there and bring our product to life.
And of course, give us a sort of a brief description about your business.
Okay, my business deals with straw craft, also shell jewelry. I like to use things right here found locally that can bring a taste of the Bahamas to anywhere you go in the world.
Of course, thank you very, very much, and good luck to you. Congratulations. Thanks for sharing your story with us. The Prime Minister, of course, gave persons like this lady here and the other, and of course, the 72 gathered this evening, business tips. Imagine that, getting business tips on how to successfully operate your business from the nation's leader. It was very, very nice to see. And of course, there's so much more to share with you. We will, of course, do that tomorrow, Keishla. But for now, that's what's happening right here at Sheraton Resort. Back to you.
Well, thanks a lot, Shanique. Meantime, the government's 2011 report card detailed during Prime Minister Hubert Ingram's nationally televised New Year's address last night. The country's chief predicted that the Bahamas has responded favorably to the worst global economic crisis, and moving forward, 2012 is expected to be a banner year. More in this report from LTV's Munnings.
In 2012, the Bahamas will literally become the envy of the region. With our economic growth this year pegged at 2.8% compared to 2% in 2011, and a population that's doubled in the last 40 years, the Ingram administration facilitated urgent physical and institutional infrastructural changes to invest in the Bahamian people and move the country forward. Prime Minister Hubert Ingram touted in his 2012 New Year's national address that his government turned the global economic crisis into an investment in our future.
This intervention necessitated an increase in government borrowing and consequently government debt. However, government debt relative to the size of the economy remains well below the danger level and well below the level of our regional neighbors and most of the developed and developing world. Nevertheless, we will, as soon as it is safe to do so, reduce the rate of growth in government debt, and over the medium term return the debt ratio to a more desirable and sustainable level.
The Prime Minister attributed tourism and construction as the primary indicators for our progressing economic growth. He pointed out to a successful operation at Kersner International despite its highly publicized transfer deal and the construction of the billion-dollar Bahama Resort in Cable Beach, along with government initiatives like the National Job Readiness and Self-Starters programs, youth investment and sports funding that has helped boost the job sector. Well, tourism will be outdone in a 2012 Bahamas with the Airport Gateway Project, the transformation of Lyndon Pinling International Airport, and the redevelopment of downtown Nassau that will make Bahamians proud and attract more visitors here.
380,000 new airline seats have been added from major tourism markets into the Bahamian destinations, giving us more non-stop connections to more destinations to the Bahamas than ever before. This includes new flights from destinations in North and Central America and restored non-stop flights from Frankfurt, Germany, after an absence of more than 20 years, and to Grand Bahama from Toronto after an absence of more than 30 years.
Describing crime as a beat-back challenge we all must face, Prime Minister Ingram implored Bahamians to recommit themselves to aggressively combat criminal behavior to protect life and secure law and order.
2 new highly equipped mobile stations have been delivered. They will boost the crime-fighting arsenal of the Royal Bahamas Police Force in New Providence. Other measures are being utilized to aggressively confront gun violence, the illicit drugs trade, and criminal gangs. Here in the nation's capital, we are expanding CCTV to significantly more neighborhoods during 2012.
The Prime Minister further promoted improvements in health, education, the Montague Beach upgrades, the $52 million dredging of the Nassau Harbor, the opening of the new Bay Street Straw Market, and the new Thomas A. Robinson Stadium opening next month. He also asked New Providence motorists to remain a little more patient as the New Providence Road Improvement Project nears completion.
With the new and refurbished roads, let us agree on rules for the road, including paying greater attention to traffic laws and greater civility and courtesy.
Prime Minister Ingram concluded his New Year's address by again encouraging all eligible Bahamians to register to vote and to build on a spirit of gratitude with a spirit of hope for the many blessings of our Creator. Altaviz Munnings, ZNS News.
Reform of our electoral process is on the way as amendments to modernize the sector have been passed in Parliament, paving the way for election observers and absentee voting. Janaea Noel Ferguson reports.
The upcoming elections will be under the scrutiny of independent observers, but Prime Minister Hubert Ingram said the impressions, good or bad, will be lasting ones for those onlookers.
One of the things I hope that political parties and the people of the Bahamas will not do when observers come to the Bahamas is to go to them griping about all manner of things that are capable of being resolved by the persons who have the responsibility to conduct the election.
Mr. Ingram also addressed those who believe that the election process should be opened for all Bahamians globally.
If we want to have a system of chaos, we can say, listen, you don't need to register. Just come on election day and show that you are Bahamian and vote. You would have total chaos.
Meanwhile, MP for Bain and Grantstown, Dr. Bernard Nottage, questioned why certain countries were what he called jerry-picked to allow Bahamians to vote.
If students are in Antigua or St. Lucia or Cuba or Haiti for the moment, they don't get the chance to vote. If they live in the UK and they are in London, they get the opportunity to vote. If they happen to be in Manchester or Newcastle or Aberdeen or Edinburgh, they don't get the chance to vote. Now, of course they can go down to London. They can go down to London. But the people in London can come down to Nassau. So my question, Mr. Speaker, is who gets to choose?
Janaea Noel Ferguson, ZNS News.
The Prime Minister also addressed an issue raised by the Public Accounts Committee. It's recommending that a refund be given to the 33 first-time homeowners on a combined $80,000 in stamp fees, But Prime Minister Ingram says, obviously, those making the recommendation aren't familiar with the law since that provision is already in place.
The laws of the Bahamas, since 1973, when the first Financial Audit and Administration Act was passed, has always contained a power for the Minister of Finance to remit back to persons any taxes they paid that should not have been paid. From the time of independence, that has always been the case.